Jason Statham done pissed off the cartel. They're surely gonna come back with some reinforcements. These don't ever show their face again. They never come back. You don't ever see them again. They are gone.
I kept waiting for them to loop back around to the cartel.
Yeah, people, that's how crazy this movie is. The cartel is your major villain in most movies.
Yeah.
The movie said, I'm not most movies. In fact, the movie said, listen, that's cool. I got my movie right here that I made.
I know you're real proud of the cartel and everything, but I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, this is cool, but can I show you the movie I made pretty quick? So, Jason Statham is back.
Boy, howdy.
Yeah. And he's doing the same shit he always does. But this movie, this movie is like, look, man, I'm not doing this. This is boring.
It tried.
It tried. The movie left his ass behind. The movie said, hey, look, you do your thing, I'm going to do mine. I ain't never seen a movie where the main star in the movie did not get along and they went their separate ways. I decided to do their own thing. The movie said, listen, I got to express myself. I got to be me.
All the while changing its mind the whole time.
Yes.
It's like, listen, I know we set up another plot 20 minutes ago, but we ain't doing that no more.
You know what? I've never seen a movie come alive and tell the main star, F you, man. I'm not doing this. This is boring. The movie said I've seen this movie several times. Let me take a step aside. Let me show you how to do it. You can do your thing. But we're doing it on my terms.
Whatever those terms
that is. It's several.
I might be making it up as I go along, or I might have a grand plan. You don't know. Probably the first one, though.
Little did Jason Statham know that the movie he was in suffers from personality disorders. and not a damn thing you can do about it. Now, the premise here, like I said, it's every Jason Statham movie that you see. Now
or Liam Neeson.
Our Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
All these guys are doing the same shit. Even Denzel doing the same shit now.
It's like, all right, the guy with special skills, and he's divorced, or he doesn't have the wife anymore.
No, and then he has to go save somebody.
Yeah.
Who don't want to listen to him when he says, I got some special skills.
Right.
Fuck you. Oh, is that him? Nah, man. So, listen, Jason Statham, he's the man with several occupations now. He's a beekeeper, he's a transporter, now he's just working, man.
Yeah,
we know
construction foreman.
I guess construction worker was already taken. I'm the construction worker.
And so like they said, working man says like, we'll figure out what he's doing later in the film.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you look at all the second half of that, it has nothing to do with what his job is.
No.
They could have filmed the first part after it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the working title was Man with a Job.
Yeah. Yeah, working man. The movie said, you know what, take a break. Go to lunch. I'll take it from here.
Now back up that truck of crazy shit.
Come on, guys. Let me bring my crew in. Honk, honk. Come on, y'all.
Oh, you brought a truck of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Huh? No, we brought several trucks of crazy shit. There's more coming.
Yeah. But yeah, he's a working man, as he is in every movie. This. I guess he just said, you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everything he does is never really specific to his job. He does the same thing. What happens is he's always a guy who's divorced, who for some reason decided to take an everyday job because his daughter is either in trouble or he has to keep her. He's in custody, or he has to take care of her. Mm-hmm. Dad has to come through, so I can't go out and beat the shit out of people like I used to.
Right.
I got to get an everyday job like, a working man.
Right.
He has all that in his movie, but this time it's not his daughter that he has to save anything. It's the daughter of somebody else. Michael Pena in this movie plays someone who owns a construction site, I guess a land development company, and his daughter works for them. One day his daughter decides to go out this March. She decides to go out with some friends, and she just gets randomly kidnapped by some European sex traffickers. Hey, come here, girl. And since Jason Statham told her that one time, hey, you know what? I got your back. Well, he said, well, I said it.
I said it.
Well, shit, you know what? I had other things to do, but since I said it, I guess I gotta save your ass now.
Yeah, no take backsies.
Yeah.
Oh, she's been taken by the Russians? Oh man.
Shit.
But I did say it. God damn it.
So I guess I gotta come after you. I said, why did I say that? I was getting ready to go home. Look at God damn it.
I got my own problems.
Now that's funny because he said, "Yeah, I'll get your back." He never thought that night some goddamn Russian mafia gonna kidnap her ass. He's like, "Well, hey boss, I gotta take a break. Go get your girl." And that's all you need to know right now.
We're just gonna leave him there.
Yeah, we just gonna leave him there. We just gonna leave him there because like right now you're thinking, well, shit, that's almost every Jason Statham movie. Oh no, it is not. No, it is not, people.
At that point, you're like, well, this sounds standard. What's the big deal?
So, where does this part ways with Mr. Statham right here? In fact, that's him looking. Hey, he's looking at the movie. Hey, where you going? Hey, movie, come back.
Gangs, the mob, corrupt government officials, they're all involved in human trafficking. You're in the payroll too.
He killed you, eh?
What the They're giving away the whole ending.
Yeah, why didn't you disarm him like you always do? I mean, he waited to get hit in the head too. Like classic Statham would already had taken the bullets out.
Sure.
And stuck the gun up her ass.
Yeah.
You know?
Who are you? What are you?
One of those.
Yeah.
This script's not finished
Yeah,
yet.
I haven't written
What
that.
I am.
In fact, he didn't know what to say. Like, you gotta go. Working man. There you go, y'all. Listen, y'all. So, as I said, man, this is the first time that at least first time in a long time, where the saving grace for this movie is that it does turn into a worse movie. If that wasn't the case, then we wouldn't have no movie worth watching. Thank God.
Yeah, I know. Me watching it at first, I was like, okay, after The Beekeeper, I don't want some stupid shit. And I was like, all right, this is more like, yeah, the way these things go. And right, it got to a point I was like, yeah, it's so pared down that it's actually a little bit boring.
Yeah.
Right when I had that thought, that's when everything changed.
Man, let me tell you something. Jason Statham in this movie, he fought his way through 3 different movies.
Yep.
At least. So the first movie, as we said, it's a generic Jason Statham movie. It's just a generic action movie that anybody would star in. As we said, Jason Statham, Liam Neeson, Denzel, anybody that is getting old and still trying to kick ass.
Right.
They give them this old basic script right here.
You're an old, grizzled, ex-military special forces.
A regular guy with skills. Or what we think is a regular guy who always got some military skills, some special training. Like I said, always trying to protect or keep his daughter until he has to beat the shit out of someone. Now, in this movie, this is why I say this is turning into 2 different movies, because let me show you something here. In this movie, the cartel shows up. Oh shit, the cartel, that's what we fight. Man, the cartel shows up and they start threatening and beating up some guy on the job site. Mr. Statham comes in and tells them to get back to work and proceeds to beat the cartel.
Excuse me. He needs to get back to work. Out of here, it's not your business.
I'll go 5 minutes.
Shut up. He's like, you making it worse, man. Shut the Man, I actually thought some dude was gonna look like Pinhead. Like the nails gonna be stuck in his face. Powder! Oh, my eyes! He had a shotgun in that work
on the job site.
On the job.
And no, you don't see him plant that shit.
No,
that's just there.
You never know when the cartel's gonna show up.
You want it? Get out of here. Get up. Don't come back.
And they're like, okay. Now, you think...
But pick up these nails before you go.
Now, you thinking, oh, shit. Jason Statham done pissed off the cartel. They're surely going to come back with some reinforcements. These don't ever show their face again. They never come back. You don't ever see them again. They are gone.
I kept waiting for them to loop back around to the cartel.
Yeah, people, that's how crazy this movie is. The cartel is your major villain in most movies.
Yeah.
The movie said, I'm not most movies. Shit, in fact, the movie said, listen, that's cool. I got my movie right here that I made.
I know you're real proud of the cartel and everything, but I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, this is cool, but can I show you the movie I made pretty quick? So it's on to the next movie. So that's when Michael Pena's daughter gets kidnapped by these European sex traffickers, and you okay? We're upping the stakes here. That's cool, but then let me see here. So then when that happens, this is when it turns into one of the silliest ass gangster movies I've ever seen, boy. So when I say it turns silly, when it turns to a gangster movie, the first two gangsters we see are these fools right here, Tweedledum and Tweedledummer, boy. They dress like two dudes in a early 2000s pop band. A bad pop band, by the way.
Yeah.
Or like 90s British rappers.
Yeah.
There 90s
you go.
British rappers, yeah.
One-hit wonders that you would never hear from again.
Right. It's almost like they're trying to do their own Ali G show on YouTube. It's one of a series of cartoon henchmen that might be in a Guy Ritchie movie, but you're supposed to laugh at them.
Yeah.
Except here, they're playing it straight.
This movie, they say, no, we serious with this. No, these guys are a threat. Like, no, they're not.
No, they're not. They never are.
And it's funny because they are henchmen to the dude that was asking too many questions of Mr. Statham right here. He's a Russian mob boss, and he's one of those mob boss where he wears a fur coat over his shoulders, no matter how hot it is outside. And by the way, Tweedledum and Tweedledummer, they're the ones who have to put it on him. Because he gets out the car and he's like, cool. I'm like, oh yeah, boss. Oh yeah, the boss.
You're just going from the car to the house. I don't understand why we got to do this.
Oh yes, boss. Sorry, boss. They really are in cartoon. Yeah. Sorry, boss. What happened again, boss?
Like he's got to keep up appearances knowing that someone's watching him or something.
Yeah. And Martin is right. He's just taking 10 steps from the car to the building. But he gets out like, what are you? Oh, yes, the boss. Sorry. You're very cold, boss.
With some wild and crazy guys.
Now, little spoiler here, but y'all don't matter. After Jason Statham takes him out, that's when he starts to infiltrate the underworld.
Because it's pretty easy to do that.
Yeah, he starts. He starts to infiltrate the underworld. I'm gonna make sure I'll find something here because I need to find a special frame that shows you how crazy this is.
You looking for that chair, that specific chair?
Oh no, I got that. Oh no, I got that right
Talking
there.
about the Game of Thrones chair?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me see here. Oh yeah, my Mary. Let me make sure I keep it on that right there. But yes, at this point, he infiltrates the underworld of these European sex trafficking gangsters. And at this point, that's when David Ayers he might as well be making another Suicide Squad.
I know.
He's gone straight cartoon with this shit at this point. Not comic book.
No.
Cartoon. Comic books, are kind of cool and they can be for adults. Not this shit. This is some shit you would see on a kid's cartoon.
Right. Saturday morning
after school, streaming on whatever, Disney Plus or whatever. These straight up cartoon characters, man.
Yeah, biker mice from Mars. Right?
Yeah, except the mice they look more serious.
Yeah,
man. Let me tell y'all something. So you got goth meth dealers, bikers that wear Viking helmets and samurai helmets. And by the way, with these bikers, that's the first level that he has to, because it's a video game, he has different levels that he has to infiltrate. The bikers, the boss sits all day on a throne. A Game of Thrones throne that's made out of motorcycle parts and pipes and shit.
Man, whoever put that together really thought they were doing something too. They were proud.
Oh yeah.
Do you see what I'm talking about? Only cartoon characters do this shit.
Right.
Just sit around all day on a stupid looking throne. Enter. Bring him to me.
Like, what do you do all day?
I'll sit on this throne and just look intimidating, except I'm not because it's stupid. So yeah, man. This scene right here was the first. That was the one where I said, okay, I don't even know you no more. Wherever we started.
Are you a cop?
Nah. You?
Look at this. Y'all see that?
Are you a cop?
Nah. You?
They really think, you're right, Martin. They really think that's cool. That looks so stupid.
He does.
Like, it'll be like Game of Thrones, but for bikers. You know it won't.
And I like the way he sits to make sure that the handlebars from the motorcycle look like horns come out of his head.
Yes, they do.
You know he did that on purpose.
Yeah.
This is gonna look cool. I might look like the devil when people come in. Like a minotaur or something.
With the mirrors on the handles and shit.
Let's check for that badge.
You heard the man. Put her on the table.
I ain't ask you to say shit. He's got it, okay?
You know what happens here.
Yeah.
No matter how big these dudes are, no matter how well armed they are, no matter how they got him surrounded, he's gonna beat the shit out of everybody.
Man, if you could be Jason Statham. If you got surrounded by school children that much, you ain't getting out of there.
No, you ain't getting out of that shit. No. Hell, if Chihuahua surrounded your ankles right now and bit the shit out of you, you ain't getting out of that. Now, this is where the movie said, you know what? I guess I gotta let Jason do his thing.
Hey, this is what people saw his name. This is what they came there for.
Exactly. But you know it's the same moves.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's the same moves. They're all shot real close. Everybody attacks one at a time.
Yep.
They're very respectful of each other.
Yep.
You gonna hit first? Okay, I'll wait till after
Yep.
you.
Same sound effects, same bone crunch from every other movie. They are attacking one at a time.
One at a time. They had him surrounded.
Yeah, they gotta wait their turn.
Yeah, y'all see, nobody ever thinks big mother. No one ever thinks the dog pile.
Right.
If we all just tackle him at once.
Hey, just even three of us.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, the biker king right here, when the fight is done, y'all don't care about no spoilers. When the fight is done, he's like, I recognize those moves. I used to be in the service myself. Come on, man. And now I just sit on a goddamn biker throne all day.
With a chrome skull behind me.
I recognize that, brother. I was in the service myself.
Oh, okay, I was wondering about that move where he twisted the guy's arms and put him down like that and pushed him away. I was like, what kind of martial arts is that?
Boy.
Craziest thing though about that scene rewatching is how many people are in the room just watching. You know, there's so many people, like they're stuffed in there.
They're all taking their turn.
But there's other people just watching.
They ain't gonna get their ass whooped.
No, they're probably high.
Shit, they're like, shit, if everybody ain't tackling his ass, it's too stupid to do that. I ain't getting my ass. I'm not gonna go in there and look stupid
If
either.
the boss don't point at me, I ain't getting up.
Yeah, man. And so it gets crazier from that point on. Shit, once we enter that biker den right there, they said, shit, we're gonna be a cartoon. We're gonna be a cartoon. I'll tell you about these crazy henchmen. So they got these 90s European henchmen that wear loud colored sparkly trench coats, looking like they just came from a rave or from a Joel Schumacher Batman movie.
Yeah, or a German punk band or extras from the Matrix traveling show.
Yeah. With this emo hair and shit.
Yeah.
I looked at this dude, I said, man, I'm sorry, can't nobody look at you as being threatening. Even when you got a machine gun.
Exactly.
You look like Emo Phillips and shit.
Yeah, he does. But it's like, are we doing anime now where we have these over the top flamboyant villains?
Everything.
Everything.
Like I said, shit. If Mr. Freeze had showed up,
Not him. Another one though.
no, that Mr. Freeze. If Arnold Schwarzenegger come out in a goddamn freeze costume, I would have been goddamn ice armor. I would have been like, yeah, sure. Like even if you look at it. Even the tone of the movie changes. It starts out like as a gritty, almost like street action movie, and then it turns into like this cartoon colored, again, Batman and Robin looking movie right here.
That scene was kind of like a Western.
That scene was like a comic book movie. That scene was Joel Schumacher. If they told me Joel Schumacher was still alive and tag team with David Ayer to direct this part, I would have been like, yeah. Even the final boss, here, I don't think they got a clip of him, but the final boss turns into the Penguin.
Yeah, straight up.
He had, like, seriously, the final boss, who is hardly in the movie, but ends up being the big guy at the end, the big threat. The dude shows up in a top hat, big ass coat, and a long ass cigarillo. Only thing that was missing was a monocle. You're talking about Boy, this is and meanwhile, your boy Jason Statham goes through this whole movie just playing it like he did it first.
Right.
Like ain't a goddamn thing changed. like you can't see all this crazy shit around you. He's still trying to be in the first movie.
Well, plus this is like so many Jason Statham movies where his personality has 2 speeds and maybe even just 1.
Yeah.
I mean, he don't change for nothing.
No.
He has no dimension.
Yeah, no matter how many people he just kills, doesn't faze him.
No.
That's why the movie keeps getting crazy.
Yeah, it's like they trying to get a reaction out of it.
Yeah. That's like, Jesus, no matter how do this guy, he just keeps doing the same thing. What am I gonna have to do? Jason Statham goes through 3 multiverses in one movie. Somebody had chance of the multiverse saga with Jason Statham.
Right. I would even say the opening credits feels like this like weird Terminator against construction workers. It's like for hundreds of years, construction workers have been fighting military men. Yeah, they have like a cement truck that like turns into a grenade in the back and shit.
I didn't even see that.
You out getting snapped. You came in late.
I was starving. I had to get something to eat. Yeah. Oh man.
Well, when you do the roast, you'll see it'll be like for hundreds of years, construction workers have been fighting the military.
Oh shit! Out of here.
Somebody said bullets.
This might as well be Crank Part 3.
No, I won't go with that. No,
because Jason Statham was actually alive in Crank.
He played in. Yeah, he was in character.
Yeah.
When you say he was alive.
Yeah, exactly. And here, he might as well be a zombie. I mean, he is so generic. It could have been anybody in this role. In fact, Sylvester Stallone wrote it for himself years ago.
Really?
Yeah. And, at this point, he's 74, I guess he really realized, okay, I can't actually do this one.
Can't do all
but
that
my boy
shit.
Jason, he's the new me. He
There
can
you
do
go.
it.
Yeah, man. Listen, y'all. You could argue that this switching in tone and everything, and it's terrible writing. Yes, but it's what makes this movie enjoyable. Otherwise, it would be boring. I mean, it's not good, quote unquote, but it, I'm laughing so much in this movie. I don't know if I'm delirious or what, but I'm laughing so much in this movie that I was enjoying it. And it is terrible writing, y'all. The dialogue alone is horrible. Again, that whole thing of when he has to go and get her. Oh no, one guy's like, "Why are you doing this? Who are you?" He's like, "'Cause I said I'd get her back." And I was like, oh. The one line that everybody rolled their eyes at. There's one boss who said, "That was small potatoes. I am big potato." I was like,
Did a potato write this?
Yeah. I was expecting like Mr. Potato Head.
You're like, nobody's English is that bad.
Yeah. That was small potato. That's your boy right here. And by the way, he looks crazy. He dresses like a pirate.
Yeah.
or some 17th century Beethoven looking dude.
He dresses like a white prince, to be honest.
He dresses like Prince in the Revolution, yeah.
Okay, so what was the deal in this? Like, he's throwing a party where everybody's dressed up, they're doing cosplay, and then...
That's the club that people go to.
But then earlier we see the Jason Statham's father-in-law is throwing his own party where all these adults are dressed up like Alice in Wonderland.
They didn't explain that.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
He's just like, oh, you're gonna take her, custody of your daughter while I'm having my party. That's kind of up you doing that.
I don't have any clip of this, but they show a scene where his father-in-law,
who can't stand him,
who hates him because, again, it's such a lame explanation. His daughter committed suicide while Jason Statham was deployed.
Right.
You weren't there. You weren't there for her. Everything with you was violence. He's almost like, you fucking knew that.
Yeah, I'm a soldier.
Yeah,
I was deployed. What are you talking about?
Shut up. But the whole time when he's talking, he's wearing like some kind of wig or some shit. They never explain what kind of party he's at.
Yeah, but they show the people in the background putting the party together, and it's got an Alice in Wonderland theme.
I think it was, you know what? I think I know why. I think they did mention that it was a party for her.
Yeah.
And it was an Alice in Wonderland theme type thing.
Okay.
So yeah, they explained it.
Okay.
Yeah, because he wanted to get her, and the father-in-law was like, I'm throwing a party for her. And he did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Just to keep him from getting her.
But the thing that sucks about that is you're introducing this character dressed like an idiot, and you can't even see his face.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like later on, he comes back, and I was like, "Who is this guy?"
Right.
Like,
yeah, I mean, that's normal compared to everything else in this movie.
But yeah, that whole antagonism with the father-in-law is like, I feel like y'all trying to set up something like Taken did. This is not working. This makes no sense.
Yeah, y'all forcing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's your boy right here. I'm Big Potato. Nah, you a pirate or something, man.
Yar.
Part of the revolution and shit. he dressed like Prince from the 80s.
Right. And he was supposed to be one of the bosses, but he never leaves a chair.
He's ineffective. I mean, he's not effective at all. So yeah, people. Listen, I don't get it. I mean, David Ayers has done some crazy things, but this is this everything that we've seen David Ayers do, even with Suicide Squad, has had some form of again, almost street level grittiness to it.
Yeah, yeah.
This, I don't know what this is. I don't know what happened here. Because the thing is, this is still straight to video stuff, and I wonder how David Ayers ended up here. But hey, man, the craziness of this is definitely what kept it interesting. So, I don't know. Y'all, I'll let y'all have y'all say before I give a rating.
I mean, I don't know what more to say to this. Is that I went from being thankful that it wasn't so crazy and stupid to it being outrageously crazy. Like, I just didn't want it to be. I didn't want it to be stupid, but it went crazy. But yes, and so much of that is stupid. However, had it stayed the movie it was in the first 20 minutes, or the second movie it was, it would have just been forgettable.
Yep.
And as it is now, it is anything but that. But just not in a good way.
No.
It's just like, wow. Because I was telling people, look, it's a really bad movie. There's no getting around that. But you got to see it, because if you don't see it, you won't believe it. We sit there and tell you all about it. We tell you everything about it, and it won't hit you the same way it does when you see it for yourself. Because there's just so much you're like, I can't believe you're doing this.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm still sitting in the same movie. What is going to happen next? And gosh, you figure, okay, I'm here for Jason Statham. I ought to get some good fight scenes. You kind of don't. They're all shot close. There's nothing impressive about the fighting. It really could have been anybody in this role.
Yeah, the editing does it no favors.
The editing is atrocious.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a point where with David Harbour and him talking, and they go like, "Hey guys, dinner's ready." Cut to them already about to walk in, and then cut away. It's like, I don't think it was even necessary to show any of that.
Yeah.
And old smart David Harbour, he was like, hey, I'll show up for a day and read some lines. I'm not getting into action. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't even shaving my beard off.
David Harbour it's almost like he knew what kind of crazy ass movie he's gonna be in and just tried to hide himself.
Yeah.
He looks like a dude in witness protection in this movie. Got on his shades and his beard and the baseball cap. Like he's hiding.
Yeah, it's like he said, yep, before he read the script and went like, oh, hell no.
Now that you mention it, he's a more interesting interesting character than Jason Statham's character.
Yeah.
At least there's something mysterious about this guy.
Yeah, he probably was the one who suggested, like, hey, what if I do this? And what if I do this? And they're like, yeah, go for it.
I wouldn't be surprised if he improvised my favorite line in the movie, where he points at that gold AK-47. He's like, this is Saddam Hussein's old gun. I was like, where the f*** did that come from? All right.
Yeah. That's a whole weird thing with that last shootout where Statham takes a Russian sniper rifle. And you're like, why would you? You're not even sniping anybody. I don't. Anyway.
Yeah, they save it. You know what they do? They save it for one cool shot.
Yeah.
In the movie. Yeah, he does. So he does something.
But even that is more baffling than anything.
A Bluetooth scope.
Bluetooth scope.
He's got a Bluetooth sniper rifle.
And you hold up like this where you can't really aim it.
Yeah, well, that's what the Bluetooth is for. That's it right there. The Bluetooth aims for you.
It's blue. That's why it's Bluetooth. That's how you know.
Yeah, so you don't have to aim. You can just put it over your head, and the Bluetooth does the aiming for you.
Right.
You just have to make sure you're connected with the gun before you got to pair it with the gun before you shoot. Yeah.
I mean, look, it's entertaining as in all the worst ways, and can't wait to roast it. But it is some old bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing that we haven't really mentioned, it's something that people should expect looking at this trailer, is it turns into a lazy John Wick clone, where they go as far, they almost call him the Baba Yaga a couple times. Like, it really feels like they were running on steam on this, but they were filling up that engine with crazy shit, and they weren't stopping. They're like, let's get Game of Thrones with bikers, let's maybe some Batman villains, and just a whole bunch of I'd give it a rental. It's crazy, it's entertaining to watch. There's even like one shot where it's real quick. I hope you focus on this on the roast, where they show the bikers leaving the bar and the moon is right.
Talking about that. I told Martin, I said that fake ass moon shows up in every scene. And what they have in the third act. Every time they're outside, there's a moon, and it's huge, and it looks like it's right behind them.
It's like the moon from Moonfall.
I was just gonna say the moon from Moonfall's watching this movie eating popcorn.
I'm surprised
it's under contract to the studio.
Yeah, shit. I'm surprised the moon didn't have a face on it, smiling while I was looking at them. Yeah, it's crazy. And there's that scene with those bikers, man. Look at them wearing these damn helmets. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I have fun with this. I give it a rental. It's not a good movie, but it's entertaining. I was not bored one time with this crazy ass movie. I said, what will we do next? I can't blame Mark for giving it some bullshit. It's not a good movie.
I mean, look, that's what it is. It's entertaining. I'll give it that. But at the end of the day, it is some old bullshit.
But it's entertaining bullshit. I give it a rental because I think you should see it, man. I'm telling y'all, going in with the attitude that we have, you will have fun with this. Yeah. It is really one of the most fun movies I've seen this year, whether it's intentional or not. I love this movie, man. I can't wait to roast this shit. This is one of the most fun experiences I've had in a theater this year because I watched it with man. Look, we had a critic screening. It's a repeat of Craven.
Yeah,
everybody laughing their ass off. Meanwhile, he taking this shit seriously.
Hey, you got to have some anchor to hold it down. Another thing we were laughing about was how hard Michael Pena was trying to cry.
Oh yeah. He sure did. I forgot about that scene.
You got to bring her back.
You're in two scenes.
There it is. That scene right there. You got to get it back, man. My brother. Yeah, people. I highly recommend. Get drunk. Watch this. Or would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon, where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.